Sad and shocking news. Within just 6 months of opening, Universal's Epic Universe has already experienced its first death on one of its rides. The incident occurred on the evening of September 18, 2025, during one of the final runs of the night on Stardust Racers. It is currently unknown whether the rider had a pre-existing medical condition or if the injuries were caused by the ride itself, by flying objects or birds, or by the so-called ragdoll effect. Despite strict safety measures, including mandatory metal detection and a locker system to prevent loose items, objects can still be seen flying during rides. It's a risk that has precedent. At Universal's Islands of Adventure, the former Dueling Dragons coaster, later renamed Dragon Challenge, was forced to end its signature simultaneous dispatches after multiple guests were injured by loose objects striking them mid-ride. In one particularly serious case, a man was blinded in one eye. Tragically, he had already lost vision in his other eye years earlier in a similar incident. Eyewitness accounts from guests described a chaotic and distressing scene. Several riders reported seeing a passenger slumped in their seat as the train returned to the station, with visible blood in some accounts. Witnesses recalled staff and paramedics rushing in, some jumping barriers, and performing chest compressions near the coaster's exit gates. Others in the queue heard screams from nearby riders, and guests were quickly evacuated or held back by police and staff. While not all accounts mentioned blood, the consistent detail was that the individual appeared unconscious upon arrival in the station, prompting an immediate medical response. Possible explanations and speculation among onlookers and online commenters range from a sudden medical episode, such as fainting or a hemorrhage, to an impact from a loose object, or even a collision with a bird or other airborne debris. Some suggested that ragdoll motion during high-speed sections could have caused injury without direct impact, while others noted that ride systems and restraints appeared to function normally, making a mechanical failure less likely. Until official statements are released, the prevailing expectation is that the ride will remain closed for inspection, with investigators reviewing security footage to determine the exact cause. Universal's official statement. The guest became unresponsive after riding Stardust Racers and was transported to the hospital, where the guest later died. We are devastated by this event and extend our sincerest sympathies to the guest's loved ones. We are fully committed to cooperating with this ongoing investigation. The attraction remains closed. Stardust Racers is undeniably an intense, and for some, even rough ride. We ourselves experienced back pain, and many other stories circulate of guests suffering back and other injuries. Some have reportedly been escorted to hospitals, with at least one case involving paralysis caused by a back injury. From our own experience riding this coaster, we strongly advise following all safety instructions. Remain seated upright with your head against the headrest and hold on tightly at all times. Do not throw your hands in the air during the top hat elements. These elements are most impactful at the bottom of the drop, where they transition into a tight pull-up into the next hill, delivering extreme forces exacerbated by the launches, which essentially shove the trains up the top hats with an extra boost. This can be especially punishing for taller riders, as it can whip the spine. This is the first roller coaster we've ever experienced where this has been an issue. Our hearts go out to the person's family and friends, and we wish them strength during this difficult time. Thank you for watching, and feel free to check out one of these other videos. Don't forget to subscribe and join our socials.